Argentina undefeated in the past 3 series matches against France, 2 wins and a draw since Sydney 2020. Locked in the last 4 matches you see there. And head-to-head they played yesterday and lost. Puma Sevens won 21 points to 14 over the French. And Gareth Rees, which players should you keep your eye on in this one?
Well, the French have been one of the surprise packages here at the Emirates Dubai Sevens, and a couple we got to keep our eye on. Nelson Epe can't stop scoring tries, and young Jordan Sepho as well, really impressive. And for the Argentinian side, it's always a team effort when they're doing well, as they did last week to win the bronze. Herman Schultz has a big role to play, and the captain, Santiago Alvarez.
Well, there's been some injuries as well for the French, 3 of them. One, Thomas Lasasu for Argentina. How did Argentina get to? They took out Great Britain in the quarterfinals, 33-12. They're blown away by the Aussie side, 40-0 in the semi-finals. And the French beat USA 28-12, lost to South Africa 19-12. And with a whistle in hand is Mone Ferreira from South Africa. Points for the series on the line, 17 for the winner, 15 for the runner-up. Argentina ranked 3rd. They were the bronze medalists last week. France finished 9th and have 8 points on the series. It all comes to a head here for the final few matches in the desert in Dubai. Our second of 2 tournaments here in the United Arab Emirates. 100,000 fans over the 3 days. This is the bronze medal match as France look to receive this from Argentina. Le Bleu with Epi. Absolutely electric to see this youngster in full flight. Iragua to Perez, who had a brilliant try against South Africa. Marvin O'Connor steps a couple. Still going O'Connor. Short ball in midfield. Epi shifts around to Legel to that far right-hand side. Sepho. Jordan Sepho used in tandem with Nelson Epi. Legel not sure what to do with it and gives it back to the gas man. Goes against his opposite number, and that's in Marcus Manetta, who gets this one. Argentina pounce on it. Lost Puma Sevens, looking for an early score in this bronze medal match. Herman Schultz. Gonzalez cuts nicely. Luciano Gonzalez gets the fence as well. Those are powerful legs from the Puma. And it's the opening try in the bronze medal match.
Well, for Argentinian fans, that's much more encouraging. One of their worst performances in some time in the semi-final here. But they've come out a lot more positive. They defended well and then got this. Herman Schultz, I said, he's a big, powerful man that takes some stopping, and who benefits from that? But Luciano Gonzalez kicking out, and you see the raised arms in the background. They really want this because they were well outclassed in their semi-final.
66 tries in total for him in his career. Flags go up 7-0. Argentina lead. Luciano Gonzalez, 24 years of age. A fresh crop of players for Santiago Gomez Cora's side. And they look very good with ball in hand. They're also one of the best restart retention sides from last weekend. This time Legel gets it, but it stays with Argentina.
Well, that ball was actually knocked forward and then claimed by a French player, so he's ahead of the knock-on. It will be a penalty, and that will give Gaston Revol, the man in the middle. This man's played in 70 tournaments, Legel, but Revol at 35 years young, still at the heart of this Argentinian side.
And as a Wolverine, moves it across to Marcus Manetta. Didn't play last weekend, provided some real go-forward ball for his side. Schultz, a couple of good moves, moves it across to that far side. Santiago Alvarez, the captain. Gonzalez, Felipe Del Mestre, winding up here with De La Vega. Joaquin De La Vega just outside the 22 for Argentina. Manetta is a finisher, puts the kick through. Marcus Manetta, Perez is there. Manetta has it. He's always money when he puts it to the boot, and he's got the speed to match.
Well, he's been rewarded with a start here in the bronze medal match from Santiago Gomez Cora. There's not a great deal on here. We know he's got pace, but look at the touch there. He doesn't bang it through the back. Perez can't get there. Beautifully timed run and a nice touch kick off the right boot.
The product of the under-20 side, played in Rosario in Argentina when the championship was hosted there in 2019.
Well, it's funny you mentioned the Argentinian under-20s, but also the French under-20s. We're seeing Epe, Iragu, these players, you know, 2017, those years, France were absolutely sublime at a 20 level. We're seeing it in the 15 sides as well, and for Argentina now, these players starting to come through and make their mark on the world stage.
They really are. The Seven Stadium flooded with colour. We saw the running of the Bulls earlier as well. Fans dressed as a huge bull. 30 of them followed around. Nobody got hurt, I can tell you that. Not yet, at least. Bouncing on the ground into O'Connor. Sits up for Ravage. Rian Ravage came off the bench. He gets hit hard there by De La Vega. De Gel does well to handle. Sefo. Across to Epi. Nelson Epi. He decides to turn it on. Epi, that'll do to you. Welcome to the danger zone when he gets possession. Nelson Epi scores for France to open things up in the bronze medal match.
Well, that great club stand, Toulousain. Toulouse is going to host some sevens this year on the Hsbc World Series. This 20-year-old making his statement on the series. Before the last match, 10 tries in 7 matches. Make that 11 and 8. Remarkable stuff.
Well, he also played in the under-20s with the Six Nations. The winger scored a hat-trick against England and 1 against Italy. 12 points to 7. Things get very interesting. The last 3 contests in Dubai have been decided by 7 points or less between these two teams. France to kick off with Willem Iragua. Playing with Epi in that under-20 side. It's a deep restart, so time for De La Vega to take. In Argentina with Del Mestre. Not a lot of support as Pierre Munoz brings him down, and now Sefo. Ball spits free. Steals picked up by Joaquin De La Vega.
High tackle.
Yeah, high tackle. Also, I think French were in the side there. Epe being penalized, so off Argentina go.
The final game here from these 2 weekends. Gonzalez can't get away. Well, a couple of big spins there. Revolt to the left-hand side. Schultz. Herman Schultz. Also thrown to the deck.
High tackle.
Moneta taps and goes quickly. Marcus Moneta puts it to the kick. Moneta! It sits up yet again. Oh, he's constructed that like a Dubai skyscraper. And Marcus Moneta goes in again.
Well, he's just so confident on the ball. We know he's got the pace and the step to beat you. But now he's adding this kicking game. Quick tap. French defense a little disorganized. Not only does he get the bounce here because of the touch, he waits for it. He doesn't even get to kiss in on the ball before he touches it down.
That's rather confident from the youngster, the 21-year-old. And that's his celebration as well. We'll have to ask him what that means. But his follow-through after the kick is exceptional. 19 points to 7. The youngster has 2 in the bronze medal match with a few seconds to go in the first half. Cup final coming up a bit later in the men. South Africa defending champions on a win streak against Australia. Can the Aussie Sevens upset them later here tonight?
Yeah, lots of Aussie fans getting pretty excited here in the Super Session.
Time back on.
Revolt. Contestable. Iragua, and then Marvin O'Connor. Oh, he's got a seatbelt around the neck. He wasn't even in the car as they go to Sefo. Epi gives it straight away to Munoz. He absorbs a big contact as well, though. In the tight does Pierre Munoz. Jonathan Logel. An error from the big French player. And it'll take us to the break. And it's Argentina that have scored 3 tries to 1 in the bronze medal match, and they lead France by 19 points to 7. Argentina bouncing back after a very disappointing 40-0 result against Australia. They also lost to Fiji by 14 points. You've got to think that's a real hurter in the confidence builder.
Well, it is. The Fiji one you can excuse a little bit because it didn't really mean anything in terms of flow play and placements. But that semi-final loss, I've never seen anything like it. 6 tries scored against them. I mean, that is unheard of for a team that prides itself in its stingy defense.
Meanwhile, the French side, well, he's looking at some of the stats. They were fantastic against the United States and lost such a thriller against South Africa 1912. Really the only side that challenged them.
Yeah, most definitely in the last 3-4 events. Definitely here in Dubai, no one's challenged them. And they had a chance, perhaps a rough rub of the green with a refereeing call right at the end. I know there was some concern from Jerome Daré and their team, but they calmed down to prepare for this game. But they were very much in that, and it's been a while since anyone's challenged the Blitzbacher that well.
So still 2 games to come after this, the 2 cup finals. And that is Fijiana warming up. They will take on the defending champions, Australia, in the women's final. Stephen Perez with a man bun as well, sliced through for a fantastic try this weekend. It's all over the socials. Go check it out at World Rugby. Make sure you also vote for your favorite players. The Dream Team selections will be up on the World Rugby website. You have 24 hours to vote and decide who makes the cut.
Alvarez isn't in there, but Kamon Schultz, his teammate, has put his hand up. It'll be a good vote. I know they had 4 of them in the HSBC Dream Team last week.
Second half in the bronze medal match for the second tournament of the 2022 HSBC World Rugby 7 Series is underway. Short restart from France.
That was a grin from Lozelle. I think he thought he may have let it go far enough, but the referee said it wasn't to be.
Argentina lead 19 points to 7. 2 tries from Marcus Mineta, 1 from Luciano Gonzalez. The wingers getting in the action. The Revol loops around. Been very active so far. De La Vega comes to Mineta. The 21-year-old lays it down. Del Mestre. Alvarez. And Gonzalez cuts back again. No sweeper back, so that's what happens once the break happens. Gonzalez will get his double. And Los Pumas 7 strike yet again.
Well, just watch Luciano Gonzalez's head as he's running across. He's looking for something, either a teammate or a hole in his defense. And he's scanning. Always, look at those eyes. He's looking for something. And in the end, he says, hey, this is for me. I don't need a teammate. The hand goes in the chest, and then he knows he's got the pace at this point.
Scored a double against Spain, double against Kenya, both last week, and gets 2 right now. A big dive in the celebration. Argentina will look to go back-to-back bronze medalists in Dubai. They lead 24 points to 7.
Worth mentioning not only medals on the line, but points for the HSBC World Series. These are the first 2 events in the Emirates Dubai Sevens. We've got 7 more to come.
Been Spain in January, in Malaga and Sevilla. France, what have they got left here in their final match? William Iragua taps and gives it to Stephen Perez. Throws the dummy to Logel. Takes on Mineta himself. Just short of the halfway line. Logel. Mignor, difficult one. He flicks it back. Finally picked up by De Mortier. He's coming as an injury replacement player this weekend. Great speed on the outside. Looking to cut back in. Through-a-ball. Gets the offload. Mignor's there. Back to Joshua and through-a-ball. He's got tremendous footwork and speed as well. He's come all the way from the right-hand side. Back down there to Rabage. Still through-a-ball. Very active since coming on. Iragua flicks it up. Riyad Rabage hurdling players. She flicks it over the top. It's just too much on that.
Yeah, lots of industry, not much result there.
Time off.
Rabage just launched that one into the sideline. Head shake from Perez.
And 11.
Women's Cup final coming up. It's this team in picture, the team to beat. Charlotte Caslick and her side, the Aussie Sevens, unbeaten so far from 2 weekends. They'll be in the Cup final against Fijiana.
Okay, time back on.
Now on the men's side, the Aussie Sevens again will feature. 3rd time that's ever happened in history, both sides in the finals against the Blitzboks. Here comes Argentina. Built a really strong lead here. 4 to play in the bronze medal match. Tremendous speed running onto this one. It's flicked up superbly. Rodrigo Hsbc is there. Hsbc stretches the legs. Iragua with a superb tackle to stop Rodrigo Hsbc. Support is there for Argentina. Inasalde cuts back in. He's very active in the build-up.
It's a neck
I think
roll.
the referee's going to his pocket here. The clean out was above the shoulder line, a neck roll.
Neck roll.
So France with an extra player for 2 minutes. Should be able to strike here. Jonathan Logel looking to cut them in, gives to Perez, looping around. Steven Perez. Rebage against his opposite number, Herman Schultz, and he's rounded him like a parked car. And Ryan Rebage will go in. And France will need to go quickly here. He had the extra player.
Well, it's been a while with some of the COVID disruption, but these players do know each other very, very well. And once Ryan Rebage saw that it was Herman Schultz marking him, he just pinned his ears and went around the corner. That's kind of the knowledge they have, the analysis they do on each other. Players know each other very, very well.
Yeah.
Outstanding finish from Rebage there.
24-14, 10 points the buffer here. 2 scores needed from the French. This is a replacement
Number
for
3.
Argentina. It looks like Matteo Graciano is on the field. He's an injured Herman Schultz that goes to the side. He's put his body on the line. He's been immense this weekend yet again. France capture this one superbly. Logel has it. It's flicked back to Mortier on the field again. Looking to step some havoc. Flicks it up. Iragua spots a bit of space. Mignon hit ball and all, but throws it upfield to Trubal. Trubal can certainly go the distance. Look how electric he is. Trubal. Rabaul. There's no match for the winger. France right back in this.
Well, you're right. Trubal's brought a different dimension to this French side since he's come on the park. Really quick feet, goes around the end, and then Gaston Revol playing in the sweeper role. Just steps inside, and the extras are at it. We've got a ball game.
Hurdling players, keeping possession. It all started off the restart as well. And this is the finish. To have a player like that in your final match that has fresh legs that can step people, it is so impressive. 24 points to 21. It's a minute to go. Does it go the 10? Argentina will take it.
Okay, your yellow card's back.
There we go. The stage is set. 7 on 7
yellow's
again.
back.
1 minute to play. 3 minutes.
Yep.
The 3 points. The current difference. Argentina over France.
Revol at midfield. Del Mestre to the far side with Alvarez. Rodrigo Hsbc, who was cut short of the line by Iragua, and a brilliant try saver. Here they come with Graciano. Hasn't seen much action against the fan. Graciano! Iragua again with a try saver, but Marcus Manella has come from the sin bin, and he's touched down for a hat-trick.
Well, that one perhaps the easiest for Manetta, but the most significant, as it guarantees Argentina the victory here in the bronze medal match. Real good presence of mind here to keep his feet, keep that ball alive. Matteo Graciano doesn't force it, knows that his team's in control. I think he also knows that Marcus Manetta likes to score tries.
And a perfect time to score the try. The Wolverine with a conversion as well. Las Pumas sevens leave it late, but they have that 10-point buffer with 1 play to go. Santiago Gomez-Cora, bronze medalist with his side, Las Pumas sevens at the Olympic Games in recent times, and now looking to go back-to-back medalists. Gaston Revol, Graciano, great impact. Again, to just set things up. Time is up. Del Mestre still to the right. Hsbc has it stripped. Logel, final play for the French.
Over.
Jordan Sefo, Trubal. Can he go all the way from there? Trubal. just scragged by Alvarez. William Iragua to Jordan Sefo. One to watch for sure, de Mortier. This French side, coached by Jerome Tare, have been the talk of the town this weekend, almost taking out the Blitzbox off South Africa. Now here comes it Jordan Sefo. One-handed flick.
Backwards.
Still back for Iragua and Lojal. They come hunting for him. As Trubal's driven backwards. Matteo Graciano has played both sides of the ball. Excellent work from him. Argentina not done yet. Again, they look to crack it on. Gaston Rival having the time of their life out there in this greatest game on earth. There's the captain. Santiago Alvarez goes through for Argentina. A perfect way to finish the weekend for the Cappy and his side.
Well, hugs all around, and I really think that's fantastic. The result wasn't in jeopardy, but that's about respect for the game, respecting these fans who have showed up to support them here at the Emirates Dubai Sevens, and they kept fighting to the death. Santiago Alvarez, impressive couple of weeks for him here in the desert.
The kick sails over, so Argentina have consecutive medals for the first time since 2018. They defeat France, the old rivals, by 38 points to 21 in a bronze medal match. A strong finish here from Argentina, and they can be proud of back to